Have you or someone you know got fibromyalgia? This could be important news for them because there is something very common that millions and millions of people have taken that could actually be one of the causes of fibromyalgia. I'll get to that in a minute. Fibromyalgia is a very complicated problem. In some people it causes a lot of pain more than fatigue. In some people it causes more fatigue than pain and gets just called chronic fatigue syndrome. The problem with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia is that there's no one single cause, so there's no one single treatment. There is a whole myriad of things that different people have claimed have helped them. And the real key to helping someone with chronic fatigue or with fibromyalgia is trying to find the individual's reasons for the symptoms. Try and understand the individual and come up with a course of action, a plan of a series of different types of treatment may be needed to actually help that person. Having said that, there are a few common things that most people suffer from. Most people suffer from an overburden of stress, too much toxicity, and a lack of movement. And if you can find ways to address those three things, then you can get some kind of improvement. It seems, however, that one of the major causes of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue could actually be antibiotics. Things like the tetracyclines and even some of the psyllins as well. So how are they causing these problems? Well, of course, they do a lot of good. They help clear up bacterial infections, and without them we would be at a great deal of loss for a lot of health issues, health problems. The thing is, though, that it has been now shown that a lot of antibiotics actually smother something in your cell called the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the actual powerhouse of the cell. It's the thing that creates its energy. And antibiotics seem to shut down how the mitochondria functions, and it can cause it to die, which can then lead to, of course, a lot less energy in the cell, which means the cell has then a lot less energy to do the things it needs. The other way that antibiotics can be causing problems is they wipe out all your good gut bacteria. As they wipe out the good gut bacteria, bad ones can come in. That again can cause health problems. Your gut is really responsible for causing a lot of inflammation if it's very unhappy, or if you've got a very happy gut, a lot less pain and inflammation. So it's very, very important if you've had antibiotics to replace the gut bacteria with probiotics again, very good high quality ones, and a lot of them at first. But what happens if the antibiotics have actually done something to your mitochondria? Well, it's not just mitochondria, it's not just antibiotics that actually smother and stop mitochondria from working, it's most toxins can actually cause this. And there are over 700 different man-made toxins that are now found in every man, woman and child that's actually investigated. You can find a list of these online. These are not made up. You'll find someone like Professor Edzard Ernst, who's supposedly an expert in alternative healthcare, seems to deny the fact that these toxins exist despite all the science that says that they do exist and they do cause a lot of health problems, including cancers. Let's get back to energy loss though, and energy problems. So mitochondria, most mitochondria are shut down by toxins of all sorts. So what you need to do is you need to actually get rid of these toxins. Now, when your body's working at optimal levels and you've got everything you need, you've got all the raw materials going in, you're exercising well, you've got lots of clean, fresh air, then your body's going to get rid of a lot of these. However, our body is now overburdened by all these man-made toxins and it needs extra help, even if you are working optimally. Of course, most people are not working optimally, especially if you have something like chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia. You need help to get all these toxins out of your body. And it's one of the first things that I will suggest to most of my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue patients is go through a metabolic detox. You can find out more details about the metabolic detox on my blog. I'll put a link to it here as well. You can go to thepainreliefcenters.co.uk. We are now rebranded as Body in Balance. Now, there's also something else you may want to find out about, which is a very specific nutrient called PQQ, which is similar to coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is, again, one of the things that's often needed to get your mitochondria working again, but PQQ can actually help make you produce more mitochondria. It's not actually available from UK manufacturers yet. You can go online, scour American websites for it. Do not get it through Amazon. There are, however, a lot of foods that contain PQQ. I will either put a list below the video on YouTube, or I'll put it on my blog, or you can sign up for an email to get the list. I'll put it somewhere for you. So you can start eating lots of PQQ rich foods. Of course, if you're already a patient, then you've got this in an email from me already. Okay, so if you are interested in doing the detox, learning more about it, contact us at the clinic, Body and Balance, 01707 662 and we'll find out if you're a candidate for it or not. Be well, live well.